Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
Life goes on.
Risk is growing.
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Silence! Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Settle down!
Loaded. A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one. Adventure time!
Bow your head. An oversight on my part.
Into the shadows. If these items are... I've never missed Fontaine so much in all my life.
Be sanctified.
Going in! Let's light it up! to testify. Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down. Huh. Bow your head.
Into the shadows.
Silence.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strict!
The tides beckon. Settle down. Silence!
Loaded. Hunt them down. Shoot.
Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled! Bow your head.
Ready.
The tides beckon.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Leodid has... enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be...
Excuse me!
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course! I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewayne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you!
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Clorant down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant? Follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is. Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us! Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be
No, I
sent.
haven't.
Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
It's so good taking Thompson.
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that
I'll
hasn't
look at
stopped
it
this
in a minute.
prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
Also, I don't know, she named Emily, right?
Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The
As
results from our
well
last round of
as
experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's
featuring
not
three
alone.
new characters
Huh? Lorvine
in a
and
new
Jurier?
trailer. It's the
No
trailer
need to
earlier
panic, you two.
for the three new characters.
After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
At who? Well,
Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining.
let me try to see if I switch
Edwin's
to
main
HDMI.
areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Give me a second. Let me try to put on the trailer now. I'm screwed. Hey, would you say the trailer name again? The 4.8 trailer. Alright, it really looks solid, bro. There are two? Okay.
Port Ormos is currently organizing a flower exhibition.
That strange smell around here.
Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. I'm Emily, a perfumer.
Say it again.
Yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. I'm Emily, a perfumer from Fontaine.
Reconstitute!
Spells change shape just.
This'll brighten up the place.
The
He's a
hero
must
from
get,
another
man.
world, supported by their companions, shall
She got a new
restore
thing on,
peace
right?
to the
She got
world.
like a new lot box.
The chubby paper hamster just talked.
Morning. Huh? Huh? It wasn't just a dream?
But this Necomata friend of yours, she doesn't eat hamsters, does she?
I remember I was
Let me
reading
get
a
a new
book at
piece
the
on
Green
them all.
Bazaar. Well, then I woke up dressed like this.
So this is what it feels like to ride a toy train.
You're really easy to please, Navia.
Navia's skin, but pretty.
Aerial Express moving out.
Ooh, that's an adventure and a half. Do all storybook heroes have to work this hard?
If you actually expect me to answer them all, we'll be here until the next Interdarshan Championship. To find the dragon responsible for this whole mess.
That was sick, bro. What's the second one? And a no, I think I saw this one, eh? No. Yeah, I saw this one. We getting lava and all that. But imagine if a character had that ability. There's a different one. Oh, that one's a Monaco. Version 0.5. Let me watch this one first. Oh, this like a new game or something? Oh. Why it looks so different? everyone gonna want that character. Everyone want the Shaka riding ability, bro. He looks like an emo. I never heard of that character. I ain't buy it. Look him up. Not bad. No, it's not. That's a cool design, though. What was we doing again? Oh. He's a lion. That's a lion dancer. Oh. Yeah, let's go. You have to be friends with that lion. Fancy is small, right? So you can't just go in a wild and just pick out a lion
What
to
a lovely
dance with,
idea.
bro.
I'm already imagining
What
it in my
type
head.
dancing you would be doing with a lion that's
Gotta
inside their
admit,
belly,
I'm
bro?
tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
You don't think so?
Ooh, are they together?
What's that?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Why you sound like that?
Whoa,
It didn't sound
there's
like that the
another
first
door
time.
that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
I think I saw this part on the outside. Like when you swim in the water.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Oh no, I did not saw this. That's it? This is...
What a huge ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not very much.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
Start another pirate
There's a
era.
ship in this story too?
Another pirate era.
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages. Can you share your plan with everyone?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what
What's
happens
the best
next.
spell for Mona?
I've never missed Fontaine so much in all my life.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Silence!
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Loaded.
Be sanctified. Settle down. Bow your head.
Ready.
There's a tear in my robe. The tides beckon.
Loaded.
Silence!
Into the shadows.
What kind of Genshin and password information?
Let's light it up!
Bow your head.
Oh, he's on box. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up?
Justice is blind. Settle down.
Ready. Ha!
I got another tree, bro. 24 and I level up with 3. But I need 17 more. Just the marks of it fully. Wrong place. Well, that's just a detour he's doing. I'll get back on name. Up. Oh, return to the infirmary. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's why we have Wonder River. Just travel around faster.
Upon the gale.
What bro doing to the problem?
The wind rises. Too slow.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sejuin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Sounds a lot more like itself now. Feeling better now?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other, so let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Whoa, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. that can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
I wish I could say go get some food to myself, but I can't right now. Gotta stay strong, nigga.
Quit following me.
Time for dinner. Welfare meals now be... Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Bro, it broke
Are
my
you here
ankles.
for dinner too, Miss Sijween?
That's the second time it's happened.
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria. What would you like to eat?
Oh, I started to play ball. Not, I mean, yeah, but I started to practice basketball more.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
'cause
can.
I got at it.
I've already talked to
but
our
I
chef,
never
Mr.
wanted to, like,
Wolsey. It's all
not
on me
practice,
today,
like,
so you can get whatever you
when
like.
I do play ball, I just play for fun. But I know I got it ball, but I just never practice.
Me too. Don't
So-
forget Paimon.
So last week from
No
Wednesday to
problem.
Friday,
Just
I
leave
practiced
it to
3
me.
days. And I'm about to start again this week. Because when I do come from screaming, I end up screaming like 5 o'clock. And then I probably rest up. I don't go sleep, but I rest up till like 7. I exercise and I be on the court to 8, and I just practice my shots, jump shots,
I'm
lay
so
up,
happy Paimon wants
dribbling
to
and
feast
stuff.
like this every day.
And them 3 days with the
Feeling
practice,
full
I
yet?
did improve in
How's
my,
the
my
food?
shooting. Because my shooting, it wasn't good. But I still did
Delicious.
shots. Right now, I gotta go work on footwork
Happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now.
and probably
The
more
muscle
layups.
here just moved,
And then my
which
shooting.
suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Sijween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear. Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy.
That trailer was good though.
I was getting a bit
I did
worried
watch
after
it.
hearing that something was wrong with the water.
But the fact that I can't get none of them because I'm a free-to-play
Thankfully,
player.
Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the
Genshin
pipes after
Impact, I read the
Glorand
first
left,
one wallet.
to make
I
sure
seen
that Lenny
YouTubers
wouldn't
do it.
impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we
I
still
was asking you
stationed some
what kind of
guards there to
Genshin
stop anyone
content they
from
should
approaching.
create.
They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought
8 more
everything
days.
through.
Yeah, 8 more days.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh,
Because I can't, because I already got a 5-star, so I'll have to do another 90 points in order to get hot.
With all the darkness and
So the only
chaos.
thing I could do right now is save up my primos till the next battle. And get
Get a
Emily.
good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Who you pulling for? Emily or no? What's your name? Nuvara? The water girl, like, what's your name? And I tell you, I broke my ankle too.
Wheel of Life.
Get to the optometry again. Save prob. Yeah, until your stamina run out. She's good though. Okay.
This is
I should make a video on her. You can't even tell like there, bro. Except for the water sparkling. Eight days, 11 hours, 29 minutes.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
8 days? You didn't get 90 bucks in 8 days, bro. That's like 6,000, nigga. No, that's 10,000. And not only that, I'll have to save. I'll have to save another 90 bucks just to get another 5-star bottle. 13,000. That's what I'm saying, bro. My pity right now should be 81, I think. Hey, we can look at my pity rate after that. Alright. That means right now I ain't doing nothing. So that means I have to, instead of screaming, I mean I scream now, but I have to scream during the day to do autographs and stuff.
For free.
Out of my way!
When you wake up.
Out of my way!
But
What
like I
happened? Why is everyone running?
yeah.
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Wait, what? What's that ruckus, bro?
Who's
Yeah,
yelling?
I don't like people waking me up at being about food, and about something important, and about money, and about food. What you waking me up for, bro? If I'm gonna wake up, we need to go and see what's going on. me change my character real quick. Hold on. If I could get to level 55, 5 more like that.
What's happening?
That's how she look when she's sleeping, bro. Don't take no pictures of her. What are we looking for again? Oh. Pity, 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 pity. Oh. So it should be like 83 now, right? 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 75, 76, 77, 78. That, or you could just say 2 out of 90 guaranteed. What you mean? Yeah. So if I do another 2 10 pull, the 90 will be guaranteed for Reno. It equals until guaranteed for Reno. Another 10 pulls, bro. That's like another 10. Bro, we gonna be alright right now. Once we get to level 55, which in that's gonna take like a lot more color. Cause that's what I asked you when you joined the screen, but when you see when I got Mona last night, I was asking if I could do another 10 pull in order to get it. I still doesn't understand the pity. I mean, I understand it kind of, but then I read the rules last night. They say if you don't get the promotional 5-star on the banner, the next 5-star you get will be guaranteed. So if I do like another 20 pulls, I'll be able to get that for Reno. Let me see.
1,
But we gotta
2.
save up, bro. I see a bunch of other quests we could do to get instant. Like, if we start, okay, I won't do this quest for each other because I had this on hold for like, I don't know how long. Since we is inside Leeway, since we is doing that. So we could do, that's one we could do. And then these two reach y'all. That's easy primos. Basically, any 5-star you get on a character banner is guaranteed to be the one on the banner. So if you got it early,
Too slow. Quit following me.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait!
the water pressure rising already. Maybe 60%
What's wrong
complete.
with these people? They won't even talk to us.
Right. The primordial sea.
There you are.
Alright, cool. I could be
Oh,
stopped.
thank
I could
goodness.
start screaming during the day too. So
Still in Lavaroon.
from
Do you
2
know what
o'clock
happened
now,
here?
after Raw Congress, it
We
gets so
came
much
here
better.
especially
I
to
still
inform
haven't did the Leeway or
Something
Congress.
seems to have gone terribly wrong just now.
Still in
His
the
Grace is
Archon
telling
quest.
everyone to evacuate.
Sam, yes,
Get out of here.
welcome to the library. Still in the
Lavaroon
Archon
was saying you
quest.
two are new here and you don't have many friends.
I
so
still got
you might
Leeway
slip through the
Archon quest to
cracks.
do.
Have
Haven't you heard all the stories like that?
I'm
An evacuation is successfully
60% complete and
and you only find out once you
Fontaine
do a
or
head
Conquest.
count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Those give you free
Hey,
clothes.
shut up!
Okay, whatever. The
Yeah, like
point
when
is,
you-
you
once you
should come
complete
with
it.
us.
Once you complete, they give you like what you call it, the intertwine.
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Free pull for arc per arc conquest.
It can't be that
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. But when I
Oh,
first played
wait,
Genshin
what?
Impact and I saw that, bro, I
What?
was like,
Hey, where are you going?
but I feel like it should have been more. though.
Duke, you two just go and get out. Go on without us.
I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards.
Upwards and
outwards. If you're
upwards,
already at the topmost layer, then try
outwards,
to move as far
upwards,
as possible.
outwards. Oh, cool. I show you what I got last night, right? I got her last night. I gotta get a fire. I gotta get a bow fire. But Chen, I probably give her because I don't use the person right there. What's your name? Kalo? No. I just swapped them, but I need another bow. Let's go, right?
Please evacuate.
I've been saving up all my stardust to get her, bro. Downwards. Right. I like how they say go upwards, outwards, and then I grind downwards, bro. But we gotta go save the Duke, bro. Cutscene.
They're here.
Just like I said.
Why you voice sound deeper just now, bro? It's like something trying to come on the ground.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Or run the business, bro. Get over there. Oh, you freeze it. This is a good character for some people, but my favorite character, to be honest. Not my favorite character, to be honest. You know what? She's trying to good. But I don't want to stand on purpose. But she turned into a crow. Keep running, but you can't get touched by that.
3, 2, 1.
Feel up there. Feel up.
This won't hold it for long. Find
more
Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Bro, why you call him my ass, bro?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Who is he?
The
And
gate.
what-
How long do you think it'll hold?
And what Electro could do
depends
to
on us.
the primarily on water sea. Bro, we need more ice, bro. Just keep on stocking ice on that, bro. Just stock ice, bro.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Is this he? He's he,
Traveler,
man?
I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest
Serious
gratitude.
character. Let's go, bro. Neuvillette is the demand for the referred. I think I hinted at it. Like, I guess that day is meaning him, but I just wanted to make sure. But thanks for clearing that up for me.
Too slow.
I also my mic flying. Hey Sam, I've seen.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and
That
Paulina
trailer's
ammonia
good though. You
people
should
over
check it
there.
out, bro.
The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
And what was inside the building? Oh yeah, I remember.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your
I did
abilities.
a month of time I spent waiting you got for a god, for a nation god. It's new gear. It's near now. Who's nation god? I did the amount of time I spent waiting. So what's up, bro? Welcome to the
so
live.
you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could
Sorry
they
if the
not
stream
attend
sounded
anything
like,
such
bro.
as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Near the head of the host of the heart. Greetings, pleasure to meet you.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside
With
me.
cake, bro. I play
Perhaps
games
you
like
two are
watching
unaware of how
they have
Miss
these
Farina
big
and I do
pieces and I
things.
ain't eating
You
it
see,
as well, bro.
we actually recently
Gotta make
agreed
me
to get
hungry,
together
bro.
for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
I don't think I should eat for now. Just take the cake, but don't eat it,
Traveler,
bro.
what do you think of this cake?
It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do
she
share a
isn't trying to
taste in
poison us.
desserts with Farina and I.
You gotta be careful, bro. Shut up.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration
I showed
for
someone who
Monsieur
has never played
Nuvillette.
Genshin and has never really been into any character or person. Olachino, Triller. The entire time they kept saying Smosh.
Coming
Good.
from you,
Would you say
that's
Smosh?
not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
And I probably was a
Of
high
course,
quality
but it's still a bit
Triller
of a
too.
shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Nice that. Good.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Yeah. No one like Olachino more than you.
Oh, and just how do you
Olachino.
know that?
Oh, I mustn't take autoplay off.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirabede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
3 characters that say Smash though, and she is one of them. And what started over? Yo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family?
I still haven't unlocked that yet.
Your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
Yo, Sparrow, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
But
Miss Farina.
My opinion.
I don't quite understand what
I
you're
can't give
trying
it a
to
rating
say.
yet.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
10 out of 10. But Fontaine may be the best one. Still haven't finished it yet though.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
60% complete.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess.
Him,
Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Farina's story is
Sounds
so
about
sad.
right.
We'll get to it, because she's kind of different from all of the offline characters. He's like Gojo. He is an infinite.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
He is the Emperor.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
He is Emperor. I might change my favorite character.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld.
Oh, when will I get to
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
It's a bit complicated with spoiling our quest, and then end of the.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed.
Kind of fun of spoilers. I mean, I wouldn't say about
That's
the
what
game,
I originally
if you ever
thought.
watch like
But
anime,
looking at
I
your
I
expression,
usually look for spoilers for anime.
was I wrong? And you haven't
For like One Piece,
clue?
JJK,
What are you trying to say?
another anime I do watch.
At this
But
point, I don't think there's
wouldn't
any
mind
more
one
need to
spoiler,
speak as
just one.
diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by
let me
heart,
get- I'll make
and
a guess.
also that
This
every part of it
Farina,
is being
well, she's an
proven
orphan.
true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really
Have you
think
ever
that's
put a god
acceptable?
on trial?
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like
No.
a guillotine. Every faction
I mean,
is
I'm
looking
gonna
for a way
go-
to either avert the disaster or save their own.
So
Even
you
the
basically saying I
orphans
would
of
have
the
to put
House of the
Farina on
Heart
trial?
have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you,
It's either her or
it
either
beggars
another
belief
god
just
come,
how
then I have to put them on
nonchalant
trial.
and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know.
Do most of y'all know
All the
what
children of
conjectures
Fontaine
means?
may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon
There's
disappear
a
beneath
difference
the
after
waves?
you know the ending to the Archon
have
quest.
my ways.
Okay, so I'll
And
wait then.
I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
It really does.
Fontaine will be saved. Even
Alright then, we
if
complete this
I
Archon
still
quest
cannot
and then
see the true
probably 2
future
days.
right now. As
'Cause
long
like I
as
said, I'll
I
be streaming
continue
during the day
on
now.
as I am,
And at the same time, I just
will
started
be
the stream
able to
too.
hold my head up high.
What time started the stream? Oh, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. But this screen reach could be going on
Then
until
I ask you, Miss Farina,
5:30.
just what have you been
Just for
working
the
on?
extension.
Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the
That's some big
prophecy
words,
itself.
bro.
They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, why is she known as the father
That
again?
look in your eyes.
I just want to say
Have
Paul
you
for
not
you know.
even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And
What do
what
you even
do you
mean?
plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
So she got her in a corner, bro.
It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nuvilette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Must be emotional support.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
She's the one who sent him in. No, I lie.
Oh, Paimon's super full.
Why
That
Paimon
cake
you
was
on that
great.
cake just now, bro?
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
I didn't really care about the children.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler. We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too!
Because where the traveler goes, Paimon's go. I feel so bad for that one girl. I'm not gonna. You know who it is. I'll leave this place. I didn't realize that just now. How to get up there? Can I climb these walls? Y'all really ain't trying to spoil nothing, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can tell me. Before I go over there, please let me jump up here. Oh, it's 5 o'clock already. You know I never had 50 levels inside of Alvar. Does this mean I can finally go inside or whatever it was? Whatever it was. Which would I be trapping inside going? We got a new thing on. Test, that's truly test. Yeah, it's exactly.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. I didn't think that. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Well, what?
I know you just returned
she has
from the
made it so
fortress of
confusing just now,
Meripede.
but-
Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
She's literally the character that most deserves a
You
second
are
chance.
outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of
What are you
Fontaine,
talking about?
able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Definitely deserve a second chance.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Definitely deserves.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity.
Animate none,
I will be meeting someone shortly.
so it could save like more.
Do you
let's
require
say
help
game
with any
content,
preparations?
Game content, but it'd be less
No
work,
need. I will take care of it myself.
less storage.
I need to meet with
Make the game run
Furina,
smoother.
the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you!
Oh, I see what y'all saying, bro.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
It's a
My goal
7-minute
is just to
episode, huh?
discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly
Y'all see
cried
what's going
alone.
on, bro? Y'all talking
She
about
was so
best
scared
actress?
that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong
traumatized
with
as a
her.
girl,
I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon.
I think in Dex,
Perhaps Udex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Udex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Udex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else.
I should say Artichino.
Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
Maybe we ask what happened down there. I mean, I already know what happened.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Does this mean you have some deep connection with Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the fortress of Merope? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Thinking back to that legend and what it said, they said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the sky would clear up and pour, or would cloud up and pour over it. Wait, no, that it can't be. Speaking of that, I showed that one friend the trailer of where she killed someone with her heel, and she literally says, "We'll let her step." Yo, maybe first I won't let no one step on me. Then I'll will come back and let her step on us. I think a little true screws loose in the head. That would be a train for some. For some.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Sorry.
Dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neverlet, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the Dragon Sovereign of Water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
So he's Archon?
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the Dragon Sovereign of Water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve
So
it.
yeah, try.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Take care. Toronto. One of the waterman voice lines says something how some Archon water fake visions and He started laughing and said, and his laugh sounded like a tea kettle. Which one is that? We got a bonus. 60 plus. We don't necessarily need it.
Relax.
It's something I wanted to do with them.
I see the value in my own work, but water comes in many. Melusines are my apologies. It's over. Snow is in fact one of what I find that I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here. Good morning. I hope you have a it's past noon. Good evening. Good night. I am no rabid fan of trials. So you have heard of that local legend as well? Who told you about that? Or more pertinently, Fontaine does have some days my mind, from my observations, Writhely is a Clarans. I don't know. I regret. This is something that I can only say. I usually do my best to. I went to see an opera for a number of reasons. I have to say, my water tasting is a rather sophisticated. People seem to respond to this. Animals can survive for weeks without. How can people bring themselves to consume deep-fried foods? Or grilled food with no sauce? The worst culprits, in my view, are those charcoal-baked Argilenac cakes. Surely even eating a dehumidifying agent would be kinder on the stomach. I'm a little more familiar with you now. I can match. Apparently, I'll have to show a little more of my. So this is what you're truly capable of? Now that I have reclaimed one of the 7 authorities from the hands of the usurpers, I have regained my true form. I am now a fully fledged dragon, powerful enough to judge the rest of the gods. My final destiny is to judge the usurper king in the heavens above. But until that time comes, I will lend my power to you. I see that perhaps...
Let me find it. How to get up there? Let's check over here first. Check the infirmary, and then jump down and check the rest. Bow vision too.
Now
Okay.
guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an A.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarant in person.
Bro was scared.
Oh, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were,
A
a
little
bit hard to
surprising.
understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Father's
I've been eating too
very
much
capable
pizza lately,
and also
bro.
trustworthy.
Pizza ain't good for you,
Paimon just
bro.
remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too
Oh,
proud
cheese.
as well.
Make
She
sure you
said
don't
that
eat too
you
much
should learn
cheese.
how
Make
to
sure you
rely
don't
on
eat too much
others
bread.
sometimes.
It clogs up your liver and stuff.
Got it.
It doesn't. It make your
That does sound like something that
digestive
Father would
system
say.
part.
Hey!
In order to get rid of it,
Are you going to stay here for the next few
you
days?
have to fast.
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent.
Just think of your
I will host a tea
digestive
party.
system like a sponge,
For
and
real?
your food
Then
got a
Paimon
drip.
wants another serving of cake.
The
Another
bread and
implies that you were
cheese,
already served some
that stuff, it
delicious cake
just
while you were
clogs
up
it.
there. How lovely.
Fast is the only way to
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and
get rid
snacks
of
with
it.
us.
And then cheese ain't good for you, especially you see some cheese like if you see a cheese you call it pizza, right? Say you want the pizza, right?
Squall
And
of
then
fury.
it cool down. You see how the cheese is like turn hard? That's how like it
Follow
turns in
me.
your body, bro. So, make that. A voice line? Screen like story? Oh, I haven't logged it yet. Oh yeah, after I complete this. So, remind me after we complete this Archon. The Archon or this chapter, actually. Right now, we are chapter 5. Arc 4. Or chapter 4, Arc 4.
Seedwing! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervillette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Special treatment.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, and I heard about it. If I didn't unlock it myself. What primals we had? That's not looking good, but we need more. Plus we need 11,000 more XP.
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some
the
business
legendary
to take care of.
jailbreaker.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
The break
He
order,
was super worried
the
about you,
fortress
you know.
Marabit.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean,
Makes sense,
considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every
The
last
trial
bite.
show more like voice acting. I mean, it is all progress, bro.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Courier, Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
We did the end of the
That's no
progress
excuse for...
in
Huh?
one go,
It's you two.
as well to not lose how it was,
Hello there.
how good it
It's
was.
been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
Wait, what part should I? Because I about to stop. What part should I stop at? To go do all that in one go.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Come here. So, the same as our spot right here. 63% complete.
Quit following me.
So I can't. I won't be able to do all that right now. One. I need to get this thing off. You don't come in game and play with me? You go fight random bosses even though I have no rest and the claim day rewards.
Too slow.
Like I say, I'll be doing auto stream during the day, so we try to complete that during the day.
The wind rises.
really need some help with these people to each other. They so annoying to fight, bro. Anyone? Don't leave me to fight them by myself, bro. I should leave on Wanderer.
Per your wishes.
But they so annoying to fight, bro.
Faster? Please appreciate
Be sanctified.
Gout.
An oversight on my part.
Please remain seated.
Let's treat them.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Time to testify.
Let my magic begin.
A sharpshooter.
Settle down.
The hearth!
Now it's too quick. Banquet must go on.
Your timing's off.
Please remain seated. Banquet must go on. Please remain seated.
Settle down.
Step right.
I have.
Overruled. Move it. And voila.
Silence.
Having fun? I can still. Let me try.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's
Nice work,
legally
Cole.
yours now.
I mean, you died like 3 times, but nice work.
I see the
Oh, I
temperate
forgot
waters
God,
of
this isn't
eons
story mode,
past.
bro. I mean, single player mode, so I break my ankles. Took my eyes off it for 1 second. That's what I get for making fun of you. Come on, give me a second.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law. I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel.
Even if I wanted to help, I wouldn't be able to do so. Why not? You're not on the same servers? Or you're not, listen. What were you with? What you doing over there, girl? Anything I can help you with to get these premiums? I don't know. You see? Basically, the only thing I could do is the fast way, your high AR, no, morning, no AR high enough, or not the same service. Cool. So you can't play on the same service. When could you just play on the same service but just be livelier? Like lagging? Pretty circle. It is a pretty circle idea. So the fastest way to get Primos is straight doing quests. Anything I can do to activate the circle? Can't start inside co-op. Well, hey, I don't understand what you said. Oh, I was saying, wouldn't if you guys can't join us if we are not on the same service? We just can't play on this. We can't play together. Cause like, say if you want Fortnite or like a other game where we could change servers, but it just would be like more laggier. It would have more lag or more ping. What do I want to do again? Oh, come with me. And mind me come mark this place. Come here, we are going. I thought I could find a place. Oh, see it, John. The chest on. Oh. No, I think I've been on here before. Cool, where you is? We are not at the same place, huh? I come to you right now. After I defeat this chest. After I get this chest over here.
Hunt them down. Enough.
And it is my game data. Oh, don't do that.
Settle down. An oversight on my part.
Ready. Into the shadows.
Bow your head. Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Cool, what do you say you want me to think of?
It's legally yours now.
I just got C6 Noel. I just got CC1 Noel. I haven't upgraded ever since. Cool, Weavers.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the...
Cool, you on the ground or something? Look, Sam, what would you say? What would you say would be your favorite character? Oh, it's got 60 primos for that. Kasuto. Yo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live. What I want to do again? Cole, did you leave? I can't find you on the map. Try some. I don't know how to get in there, bro. The same place I went in? Leeway, you find this child summit, Leeway. Oh yeah, we done basically did everything in Leeway. I mean, the child summit, you basically done do the whole thing. I think we still get some more stuff to explore on there, but like, get chances and stuff. Cole, did you leave?
Silence!
Ready.
Temporarily unable to do any combat. What that means. Cool. I'm trying to show him the 9 purple dance. I can't find you on the map, bro.
Bow your head.
How dare. I think I gotta stop restart my game. What do you do my phone? What 9 per building? For thingies. I will release a new game. Okay, let's try to go over there now. Where would the new game go?
Quick fall. Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
Can I join your world? Well, I can't do this thing and go off right now. Oh, and I gotta fight them. Some questions you can't do and go off, so I can't do that right now. You could send me a friend request me today, probably not another stream. I'll be able to end stream in a minute.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Adventure!
Settle down!
Why give me an electrified?
I didn't. Life goes on.
Upon the gale.
I should have electrified.
Everybody stand back!
Let the mighty be humble! Bow your head.
Let's light it up!
You dare to gaze upon me? Silence!
Behold!
Settle down! Be sanctified.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Wait, go. Where the chasm is? You mean the underground place it has been?
Go.
Silence!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't
Auntie's gift!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble.
Wretched vermin!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Out of my sight! Got you! Winter, shall you eventually come?
Pretty much, but you should get Primo screaming. Feel what that means. I mean, like, make a Primo. Also, the reason you aren't getting wishes for beating the Archon quest is all because you need to get them in order. So you already have a few wishes stocked. So I gotta finish Leeway's to them, right?
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
I gotta finish
it's
Leeway
legally yours
Archon
now.
quest in order to get my Primos. I still have this to do, and this, and I don't know what these other Archon is, but I can't do them right now.
Settle down.
Wow.
No escape.
Quit following me.
Let's light it up!
Bow your head.
Can't run from death. Just once more.
13k.
Is it what you wish to find?
I could do it once.
Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest
Well,
has at
just
least
do
made
like
it a
one quest,
worth.
alright? We can do one.
Experience.
Or you trying to say to do one at a time?
Silence. Squall and fury.
Unnecessary. Quit following me.
What's this place for? I don't know why I get freaking expert exploring. I mean, I guess that is about this game. There's so many wishes stocked up. So how do I claim them? I love to do the Fontaine, not Fontaine. I love to do Leeway or Conquest stuff.
Settle down.
You see how the Archon quests have different chapters? Yeah.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Okay, give me a sec. I want to open up that chest. Nothing off reach him. They open up right here.
Too slow.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to pushing these items into your possession.
Oh, he's in the menu? Quest menu? Make more sense. You have to finish all chapters. Or you can claim chapter 2. Or chapter, this one. I still confused. How much chapter it is inside our conquest? So literally all our conquest chapter 2 plus you haven't kind of yet. So I have like how much wishes do I have all together? So once we finish the Fontaine one, we guess this. Why we can't do this again? Well, I have to do this Archon quest, this quest in order to do that. And I have to do this in order to do that. I do the crane to return the wings in order to claim all my wishes. Right, so we do one off the Fontaine.